Are we on?
I think so. Hey guys,
Hi.
we're back.
Hi.
And tonight, Trump Chat is going a little with something different. It is midterms fast approaching, and we're here to talk about the Indiana Senate midterms. In particular, we're going to be talking about Mike Braun
Right.
and Joe Donnelly.
Right.
So, Julie, Kim, Rachel, and I'm Rachel.
Okay.
So, Kim, why don't you tell us a little bit about who our candidate Mike Braun is?
Yeah, so Mike Braun is a Republican, and he is from Jasper, Indiana. And for those of you who don't know where Jasper is, it is located in southern Indiana.
Small town.
Yeah, small town America. After college, Mike Braun started a business called Meyer Distributing, and that business has grown from a few employees up to currently about 800 employees.
Wonderful.
He's very successful.
Yeah.
Mike has been married for 39 years. He has 4 children and many grandchildren.
You know what I love? I love that he goes off to college and, went to
Right.
Harvard. He could have gone anywhere he wanted in the country. He could have been hired by anyone probably. And he comes back to his hometown of
Yeah.
Jasper, Indiana to start a business.
Yeah.
I think I love that.
That's Mike Braun. He's loyal to the state of Indiana and all the Hoosiers.
But,
Yeah.
but guess who he's running against?
Democrat Donnelly.
That's right, Democrat Joe Donnelly.
Let's drain the swamp.
That's right. That's right. So there are 3 key positions that we want to talk to you guys about tonight. The economy is the first position, and we're going to talk about Mike Braun in particular, his position on the economy. So Mike Braun supports the Trump tax cuts. Mike Braun wants to make the tax cuts permanent. He's in favor of rolling back the regulations, which Trump has done, and keeping those rolled back.
And just, not to interrupt, but they're going to be voting again whether or not, because the
That's
tax
right,
cuts
that's
that we
right.
got are temporary, and we're going to be voting on, the Congress is going to be voting on whether or not to make them permanent. We all know that Democrat Donnelly last time around voted with the Democrats against the tax cuts.
Yes.
Which, I don't know about you guys, I think I do actually.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know anybody in the state of Indiana who wasn't happy to get that extra money in their pocket. Not only, is it nice to get extra money, but
Right.
it does help spur the economy. And Trump knows what he's doing with the economy.
Right.
And to have been against the tax cuts when the majority of Hoosiers were wanting those tax
Extra
cuts.
money in your pocket. Every little bit helps.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Right.
And, I don't know. I just cannot believe the fact that he voted against the tax cuts alone, to me, disqualifies him for even consideration to
I
win
totally agree. I totally agree.
That's unforgivable.
I want to speak to that as well because Joe Donnelly,
Democrat Joe Donnelly.
Democrat Donnelly, that's right, thank you. He voted no on
Right.
job canceling regulations. So there's all these regulations that are being put on businesses, and Trump was trying to change that. And Donnelly was the one that came against it, and he voted no. So it's making it more difficult for people to be productive, for the small business owners. And so that's what Braun and Trump are going to do together.
And another thing that Mike Braun is good at, like Donald Trump, is creating jobs.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right.
Has Donnelly created a job?
Well, we're going to get to Donnelly
Yeah,
here in a
we've
second.
got more stuff on him.
Okay.
So the second topic we want to talk about is reforming health care. This is important. Mike Braun wants to repeal and replace Obamacare.
Yes.
He also wants to allow people to purchase health care across state lines. Democrat Joe Donnelly, sadly, voted, like all Democrats, for Obamacare. Democrat Joe Donnelly, like all Democrats, lied not only to Hoosiers but to the American people by saying, hey, if you like your health care, right?
Like your doctor, you can keep your doctor.
Your premiums are going to go down.
Just like Obama.
Well, that was all a lie.
It was a
all a
lie.
lie.
Yeah.
And I don't vote for liars.
Yeah.
And second of all, on the repeal, do you know how Democrat Joe Donnelly voted?
Ooh.
Rachel, do you
I'm
have the
going
answer?
to bet Democrat Donnelly voted with the Democrats and voted against repeal of Obamacare.
That's right.
Right,
That's
right.
exactly right.
Right.
And the third issue that we all feel is very important is protecting the border. Mike Braun agrees with Donald Trump in building the wall, cracking down on illegal criminal immigrants from coming over the border, cracking down on sanctuary cities, stopping the flow of illegal drugs from coming over.
But Democrat Donnelly, he opposed the measure to block illegal immigrants from getting welfare too.
Yeah.
And there are some cities that want to give illegals full college tuition when most of us can't even afford to pay for our own kids' college tuition, or we're struggling day to day just so that our kids can have an education, and you've got somebody coming in from another country that Democrat Donnelly is supporting. He'd rather support them than our
And I've
own
said this
citizens.
before, the Democrats care more about the illegals than they do the American people.
Sad.
Because how many Kate Steinleys and this young
yeah.
college
Molly
student
Tibbetts.
in
Yeah.
Iowa, how many people have to die before they wake up? How many people have to be involved in car accidents and
Absolutely.
get hit by?
They're
I
looking
got
for their
hit by an
votes.
illegal a few
The
years ago.
Democrats are putting us all at risk
Because
for
they're,
their own
those
sake
are
to
their
get those
future
votes.
voters.
And it's sick. It's
Yeah.
really sick. And Donnelly is voting
Okay.
with the Democrats every step of the way on the immigration policy. yet at
Right.
all, and Donnelly is inundating the airwaves
Right.
with
Yeah,
ads. So
right.
to be up by 2%, we'll take it. But one thing that I found extremely troubling is in this same poll, there's all sorts of facts and figures that, of course, I love, but one of the things that it showed was 12% of Trump voters in the state of Indiana are at this point going to support Donnelly.
Oh, no.
Okay, that is so nonsensical.
We
But
gotta change
you know, if you only watch the commercials and that's how you get your information, I can kind of see it. I
Yeah.
get it.
Don't
But
believe those
But the
commercials
truth of the matter is,
by
those commercials are extremely
Donnelly.
misleading,
Yeah.
as we've said. And you know, Trump. Many of us in the state of Indiana love Trump. We went out and we support. He won by
Right.
19%
Right.
in this state. He has a great vision, great ideas, but he's been held back because he doesn't have the full support of the swampy Republicans, and he has no support from the Democrats.
Yeah.
So if you're voting for Trump, or if you voted for Trump and you're not voting for Braun, that is like saying, here's the car, but you can't have the key.
Yeah.
Because there's no point in voting for Trump unless you are going to vote people in who are going to support him and his agenda.
Yes.
We don't have that. Even though we do have a slight edge in both the House and the Senate, we know there are swamp creatures out there who don't support
Right.
him.
That's right.
We've got to get rid of the swamp creatures and the Democrats where possible.
Right.
And Donnelly is one of the states in the state of Indiana.
It's big.
It's
we
big.
can beat, we can flip.
Yes, we can beat him.
And we need to.
If
for
you
Trump's
want the Trump agenda to continue, you have to vote for Mike Braun in Indiana. And if you're in another state and you're
Michigan.
watching this,
Yes.
you got to vote Republican.
Yeah,
You got to
if
do
you
it.
voted for Trump, to not vote for the Republican candidate
Is
nonsensical.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
no.
I mean,
There is no such thing as a moderate. They
No,
will not support
no.
Trump when the chips are down, when we
No,
really need them to.
no.
And we
So
all-
please remember that.
well, we all know the direction of the Democrat
Oh,
Party right now.
yeah.
Right.
It's going far left.
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
And Joe Donnelly, you know,
He's a Democrat.
yeah, he's
He
a
is.
I mean,
Democrat.
it's
And-
funny, like, who are the Democrats today? They're not the Democrats of our grandma
Right.
and
No,
grandpa's
no,
time.
no.
Today's Democrats, 60% of the Democrats have a favorable impression of socialism. That's Donnelly's party.
Yeah.
56% of Democrats today have a favorable view of sanctuary cities. That's Donnelly's party. That is how he is going to vote. He is going to vote as a Democrat, and that's who they are today. So please remember that.
These are all
Yeah.
excellent points
Those
you
are.
made.
So
Yes.
I guess our advice to Mike Braun.
Well, first of all, I just want people, don't sit back and just think that everybody's going to go out and, vote for you and it's going to be taken care of. That's so
Yeah.
huge.
So Barack
So go ahead.
Obama was back on he's doing some campaign events for some Democrats, okay?
Yeah.
And he should be an incentive for you to get off the couch and go
Yeah.
vote Republican.
He's
because we
supporting.
all know what Obama stands for. We all know what 8 years of Obama was like, and none of us want to return to that. So we have to vote Republican and support Trump and support the Trump policies. And that's only going to happen if Republicans hold this House, hold the Senate. It'd be great if we can pick up some seats, like in Indiana.
We will. But, a couple things for Braun, because we're neck and neck right now. I mean, yeah, we have a slight edge, but in a state that Trump took by 19%, this should be a slam dunk. So I'm kind of thinking, what can we do? What can he do?
Right.
One, huge suggestion, and in that Fox poll, we saw that Pence has a 56% favorable
Wow.
rating in the state of Indiana.
Wow.
Mike Pence, come visit us.
Come
Braun
back.
people,
That would be great.
Do
Yeah.
some
get on the
rallies.
phone.
Do
Yeah.
some
Please
rallies.
ask Mike Pence, to come to the state of Indiana. He
Yeah.
is more popular than either Donnelly or Braun. His rating, he has more favorable ratings. Bring him here. Use him.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
why not? The website. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Braun's.
We need to enhance your website. We want to help.
Yeah, that website needs the
Her
commercials.
husband said, hey, I could do it.
Yeah.
I'm volunteering him.
No. The commercials. I have to say, I think Braun probably had the best commercials of any political candidate I've ever seen during the primaries. I don't care what level, presidential, whatever, Senate, House Representative, any level. He had phenomenal advertising. Where did that company go? Because his commercials, first of all, he hasn't had a lot of them out there yet, but I'm
Right.
hoping we're start seeing more.
It's
time.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the
yeah.
couple that are out there, I ain't impressed with. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Mike Braun, The one with Trump.
No.
It's like
talking,
it doesn't.
right.
It's not a great. It's not a good one.
Yeah.
And I could go on to details why I don't think it's a good one.
Yeah.
You need to redo that commercial. His wife, Maureen Braun, is awesome.
Yeah.
She is so adorable and full of energy. Quite frankly, she's an excellent. She could be a great candidate herself. She's awesome.
Yeah, she is.
The commercial she's in, it to me that doesn't. After having met her, that does.
They can do better.
They can do
Yeah.
better because she has such a great personality. Show
Yeah.
it off in that commercial.
Yeah, so
I
don't
think it does
be
it.
dismayed by, who has the better commercial. I mean, you might see a Donnelly commercial.
Who comes off as more likable?
Yeah, and who's more genuine? This guy's
You've got to pay attention to commercials.
Yeah.
Because the sad truth is, we love politics. We
Right,
read about it.
right.
Most people, you know what they vote on? Based on the commercials. And I am pretty much sure that's how he won in the primaries against the other two. So to ignore the fact that his commercials right now aren't so great is a mistake. They've got to, those commercials have
You
to
can't
get
vote
better.
for somebody based on what they look like, how good they come off in a commercial. You have to look at the facts, and that's what we're trying to do.
Look what they're
We've done
doing.
a lot of
Always look
research,
what they're doing.
and we're trying to put it out there for you. But Joe Donnelly comes off as very likable, like the average
Yeah.
guy.
He's
right?
a phony.
He's a phony. He's a phony.
I'm sorry, he's a phony.
fraud. He's
he
a phony.
calls
Look,
himself a
and-
moderate.
It's
He's a-
time.
We've
It's
looked
time
at
to
his
move
vote-
on,
we've-
Indiana.
We've
It's
looked
time
at
to
his
change.
voting record, which is not impressive.
The only reason Donnelly won that Senate race a few years ago is because Murdoch stepped in
That's
it.
right.
Donnelly would have never won.
Yeah.
He's lucky to
Right.
be there. It's time for
Yeah.
his luck has run out, and you got to vote for Mike
He
Braun.
wants
so
to have it both ways, and he can't have it both ways. He's a Democrat, and
he doesn't even try to have. He says he has both ways. He votes with the Democrats.
Yeah.
Period.
right.
Except for on
He's
the
a
87
Democrat.
to
He's a Democrat.
Yeah.
He supports Obama. He supported Hillary.
yeah. So
What more do you need to know?
what
Right.
can we do?
What can you guys
big
do?
thing. I know this probably goes without saying. Get out and vote. Midterm elections historically have very, very low
Low
turnout.
turnout.
In our precinct, not this past one, but the one before, I was looking at what our turnout was in
Yeah,
our precinct. 13% for the midterms.
I went to my precinct. We live close to each other, but I went to my precinct, and about 1:00 in the afternoon, only like 25 people had voted in a
Yeah.
Wow.
off year
So
midterm election.
you're
So-
getting out and vote, and I can guarantee you, the Trump haters are out
Oh
there,
my
and they are
God,
going to
they're gonna
show
be out
up.
in force.
So you don't
What's
just
our
show
date?
up.
November
You
6th?
have to
I
make
know.
sure you bring
Gotta
your
get
friends to show up. And if you have kids in college who are conservative, or if you have kids in the military, wherever, make sure they are doing their absentee
And
ballots.
Rachel, I was thinking about this today. If you know people that were real gung ho for Trump, but you really, I don't. You got to call them and say, hey, I really need you to get out and vote
Yeah.
on election day. If you can't vote absentee ballot,
Yeah, just
but
talk to
you
each
have
other.
got to
You
get
can
out
message
and
each
vote.
other, yeah.
You've got. I mean, social. Get on your phone.
Text, say, hey,
text somebody.
don't
and
forget
say,
to
hey,
vote.
don't forget
Go
to vote.
for
Don't
Mike
forget
Braun.
to vote for Mike Braun. It's really important. If you support Trump, which I know you do, you need to support Mike
Absolutely.
Braun
Right.
for
Absolutely.
Senate. We've got to
100%.
pick that seat off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we
What
good?
No, I'm not done yet.
Oh, I'm
not
so
done
sorry.
yet.
November 6th.
I don't know.
Yes, Tuesday, November 6th.
Tuesday,
but there's
November
always
6th.
early voting too.
So
Okay.
the media, we all love the media, right?
Oh,
Yeah. So do we want to see the media have a meltdown on election night?
Yeah.
We want to see them have another meltdown,
That was a good
right?
one. Yes.
All right. So that's another. If you're like, I really don't want to go vote, you got to vote because we got to watch.
yeah.
We got to watch the media having a meltdown.
Yeah.
And I only wish Megyn Kelly was still on
The
Fox
devil.
and the devil, and we could watch her meltdown.
Well,
But-
she.
That's
I
my
mean,
little-
she might
there's
try to
others.
come back.
There's others.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
If the Dems take the House, the Senate, or both, the media, they are going to think
God.
that they have.
They'll think the vagina hats won.
Yeah.
We cannot
That
let
makes me so sick.
people
Oh my God.
who use vagina hats as a tool win.
No.
No.
The pansies.
No, for God's
There's
sake,
somebody in my
no.
neighborhood that walks around.
I don't know why that
with
reminds me of the fact that.
Seriously.
Did we forget to say that Braun supports the right to protect yourself and the right to bear arms, and he
does.
supports the Second Amendment? I forgot
He's
to
pro-life
say that,
as
but
well.
that reminded me. Of
Yeah,
that for
yeah,
some
yeah.
reason.
Vagina hats reminded you of
So
guns.
we all want to see
'Cause
the
I hate seeing
media
those
down
videos.
in the dumps, They're
All of a
so
sudden, I'm thinking of
sad.
guns.
We want to see them upset. So please get out and vote. Take your friends. I took my 90-year-old father to vote. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember that for Trump? Not once. The lines were so long we had to go back on another.
So everybody matters.
Yeah,
Hey,
but-
what about you guys that have your kids?
Yeah.
Kids that just turned 18 and they're going away to college.
Right.
What is it? What's the deadline? It's like in October.
It's actually later than I thought.
You still have
It's-
time to get them registered to vote, and then they can vote absentee ballot if they need to.
Yeah.
You can help them out there.
So we hope we've given you some good information tonight on
Yeah.
Mike Braun versus Democrat Donnelly.
Oh yeah.
And with this information, we hope that you will make the right choice on Election Day and vote for Mike Braun. If you're not in Indiana, get out and vote, because we have to hold the House and the Senate. And we need to pick up
We can
seats and
flip
shut
the
the
seat.
media
Right, we
down,
can.
and shut the liberals down.
We know this is kind of long, but please share it,
Not
because
that
there
long.
are.
It
Well,
could go
okay.
on.
There's a lot of people
We were
that.
going to do 15 minutes.
You
We
know,
blew that out.
there's people that don't have time for the news, but they'll be on their phone all day and
But
they'll
the
be on
news is
Facebook.
fake news.
Yeah, it's fake news. We have real news here, and
Yeah.
please get out and vote for Mike Braun, and
All right.
tell your friends. Thank you so much for
And
joining
if you want to
us.
sign, put something down here below, or private message. One of us
Yeah.
will make sure you can get some
Messages,
signs.
yeah.
All right, thanks guys.
Spread the word.
Bye.
Thank you.